Good morning, good morrow, good day. Good to see all of you. It's Black Ops 6 beta day, my boys. It's looking good, Brev. Now, before we start this stream, and if you're watching this in the future, make sure you drop a like, drop a subscribe. I want to show you something. This is called the Protocol Training Course, all right? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, right, Lachlan, why are you showing us a training? Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Avalon. Avalon, 9/10, 1991. It's in the game, bro. The Warzone map that we're not getting this year is just sitting in the game, bro. Look, right. Bro, this is the map. This is Avalon. The whole banana daiquiri, the whole shebang, bro. It's just vibing out on the side over here. This is the Warzone map that we're not getting because we decided that Verdansk was the nostalgia merchantry. This right here is the new Warzone map, just chilling in the distance. This is part of the new Warzone map. This island that they've done the training course on is Avalon. This is part of Avalon. You can see the part of it that's in the trailer for Black Ops 6, like this little like breakaway part of the seaport and this little island is part of Avalon. So the entire new Warzone map that we are not receiving this year, because Activision have decided that Verdansk is the way forward, is just vibing out on the side. Now, granted, this is the really low poly, low res version of it that you're just seeing in the background here, but it's chilling here, bro. And just look at the colors and the aesthetic of this. This is visually pleasing. We are playing Area 99, Return to Brown and Yellow Part 45, because apparently somebody confiscated the color palette wheel. When we could be having this. We could be having a lovely gloomy day with crystal blue waters and lovely scenery in Avalon. But no, we're not getting that because we have to wait, because apparently Verdansk takes priority. Bruv, it's in the game. Look, so this is the training area. This is Avalon, by the way. This is part of the new Warzone map that's coming out in late 2025. We've got like different levels of structures, different flanking routes. Like, it looks really well designed. They've got all of these like crazy little looping segments that go up and down. Like, the entire area just for this one little island looks like an absolute masterclass in how to design a Warzone map. Like even just the interiors of parts of this are just like insanely well designed. Like, look at this. This is like a speedball inside a building, bro. This is so well designed. This is so well produced. Like, this is look, they've even designed it so that you could do stuff like diving over the edges. Like, this has been purposefully made so that you can have fun in Warzone. Like this, and this is just a fragment of what is the overall Warzone map for the next year. Oh, the new Descenders, by the way, actually kind of work pretty well. Like, you're just in and out of them, which is kind of insane. So this entire part of the map is just part of Avalon. It looks really thoroughly well designed. Like, even this little courtyard area, like, you've got effectively 2 flanking routes, so a bit of like lower, higher terrain here for various different head glitches that you could hold potentially. Like, good movement routes all around this entire island. Up and down segments here. Like, this just looks phenomenal. And this is just a segment of the Avalon map. And it's not, we're not playing it this year. We're playing Area 99 this year. Livid. Bro, if this released with Black Ops 6, wow. Wowzers in my trousers. We would be living the Vida Loca. It looks really, really good. It looks really, really good. I'm excited. I'm excited for whenever Avalon does release. Now, naturally, Avalon is not out, so we're going to be playing the Black Ops 6 beta instead. But it should be a good day for it. It should be a great day for it, even. It should be a lovely day for it. We're gonna play some Black Ops 6 beta. It's going to be good. It's going to be fabulous. I got no XP for that, to be expected. I haven't really played a huge amount, like in terms of like just generally what's going on. But it should be decent. Should be decent. Yeah, I can't believe Avalon is just chilling in the game files already, man. Livid. The whole shebang. Hopefully, now look, obviously I'm not encouraging exploiting game files or hacking or anything of that demeanor. But hopefully somebody shows us a fly around video of what the low poly version of the map looks like in the next couple of days. Right. Time to get down to business. No, I'm going to be a little AR main this morning. We'll try some X and 4.
Go time. Capture the objective. Enemy in the
I can snake all day if they want me to. Bruv, I need to stop, like... I keep, like, accidentally diving sideways and backwards, which is a little less than ideal. Like, the one thing I will say about, like, the automatic sprint assist stuff is, like, basic movement, like snaking, is actually accidentally a little bit harder in places. Oh my god. Randomly flanked from behind. Tears in my eyes. I played a little bit of it last night. I had a few issues last night because it turns out that one of my controllers was like semi-busted. I wasn't able to like fluidly sprint forward in the game, and I'm like, why can I not do that? Like, that feels like it should just be part of the game, right? And it turns out it's because like I had like, well, I'm assuming just dust and dirt on the analog stick, which I've now cleaned out, and it's like chilling, and I'm actually able to sprint properly. But that was a genuine issue. Now that I'm kind of getting used to it, like I'm quite, dare I say it, hopeful. I still think the TTKs may be a little too quick. Unnecessarily fast for a game. Like, unnecessarily fast for a game that's like, you know, supposed to have this movement outplayability. Like, how are you meant to have movement outplayability if like the time to kill is really quick? Like, it doesn't seem to make a huge amount of sense to do that. So definitely something I'm mindful of is maybe just TTK is a little too quick. Maybe not like overwhelmingly fast, but just quick enough that I think it kind of invalidates some of the movement systems in a way that they probably don't want it to invalidate them, but you know, it is what it is. The lighting though, phenomenal. The color palette wheel, like all of that's looking real solid. I think I am going to get like a fresh controller in for when this releases, just because I feel like if you have like even any accidental judder. I feel like I heard somebody behind me there. Audio is generally lower because we're playing multiplayer, obviously. But what I will say is that positional up-down audio is better than it's ever been before. Like, you can tell if somebody's above or below you pretty easily, which is pretty exciting. On this map, you seem to swap spawns really quickly. Yeah, I've noticed that. Definitely noticed that. Like this guy's just kind of come out of nowhere, you know what I mean? I think the biggest learning curve for something like Omni movement is you're just generally going to have to get used to like the concept of things like sliding and diving backwards. Like just even the idea of like being able to do this is just mentally distressing. Like, it's just not anything you've ever done before in a COD game. Like, being able to reach out a corner from, like, just sliding sideways is, like, such a mental reset in terms of how COD has worked historically. I wouldn't say there's any issue with the textures. I wouldn't say there's a noticeable difference in quality from this one to any previous Call of Duty.
Hardpoint locked.
Trophy system already. Tears in my eyes. Probably kind of smart. Should probably run it myself.
Hostiles captured the hardpoint. Point is secure.
Yeah, but wowzers does this game have a skill gap again, which is very exciting. Gonna be world starring a couple of people on this for sure. Oh, slid into somebody.
Hardpoint located.
But yeah, I do genuinely feel as though, like, this is probably the biggest skill gap we've seen in a COD game in the modern era since, like, Modern Warfare 2019,
Hardpoint is out.
which is very exciting. Especially in terms of aim assist. I'm definitely noticing that the aim assist is, like, definitely nerfed. In a good way.
I never forget a
I might become a bit more of an AR main, I'm not gonna lie. Couple of damage ranges there. How do you think it'll be for casuals like you? Honestly, I think... So my worry with Omni movement is that it was going to feel so inherently unnatural that people disliked it. But once you kind of get used to it, it actually feels quite fitting. And I think the one thing that might keep, like, more casual players in the game is the fact that it's going to feel like they can do cool shit that they previously were kind of denied doing. So, like, things like slide canceling, YYing, and, like, just general, you know, snaking and stuff like that have always kind of been annoying mechanics because, like, ultimately it just meant that if you weren't somebody who was a Giga Sweat, you couldn't really do it. Whereas Omni movement's kind of just a universal thing for everyone that anyone can do. Like, yeah, people will do it to different levels and different abilities, but, like, it's not, you know, it's not something that's being denied to players in terms of... I don't know, like, I'll be curious to see how general audiences adapt to it. But, like, I feel like it's less spammy and cheesy than I anticipated, and a lot more fluid and logical than I thought it was going to be. Which is exciting. Like, I think that's really exciting for regular players. Definitely want to get some sniping going.
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint is secure.
I've been a row by my count. Marking target location.
Oh, goodness gracious. Does this feel like an innovation or improvement? I would say so, yeah. I would say this is possibly the biggest improvement to COD, well, biggest innovation to COD since they started including shit like jetpacks. Although arguably jetpacks just weren't good. Do you know what I mean? Jetpacks, like, were clunky. This feels natural. This feels fluid. This feels like 3 times as fluid as a jetpack system ever felt.
Hardpoint locked in.
That's not good, my brothers.
Tango eliminated.
Okay, that's a bug. What? What? Okay, apparently the shutters to that open and close.
No, you don't.
Hardpoint
Have I checked out the HUD customization? I haven't even looked at it yet. I'm going to shortly.
Goodbye.
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down. That's the
Bruv. Why are you not on the point? Oh, I've got that weird perk that lets me see through walls. It's called cheats. Nah, I'm joking. Kidding. Just a bit of humor in it, lads. Bit of fun. Okay, the Amez feels really nice. What slide behavior am I using? I don't even know what the answer to that is. I'm just using automatic tack sprint, slide assist on. Well, sideways slide assist and whatnot.
Hardpoint identified.
Honestly, you're gonna have to unlearn so many like player behaviors in this game for sure.
Hardpoint action.
I don't know what that does.
You've fallen behind. You're planning on giving up. Do it now. If not, get to work.
Goodness gracious. Hardpoint's definitely a better mode than like... Well, TDM in this is terrible, by the way. Like, the spawns... I'll be honest with you, the spawns in multiplayer generally, not that great. Bro. What do you mean I only hit him 3 times?
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint located.
Oh.
Efficient shit. I'm pulling.
Tap to slide, hybrid. Tap to slide, to hold to dive, I think I use. I was saying visibility is not great. Yeah, visibility isn't great. There's definitely a lot of like general GFX stuff going on, which is a little weird in places. The only thing I would say is like, I still think there's too much inertia on character models when they're moving. So like when you're strafing side to side with your gun, I still think your physical gun and upper body moves too much. Even though the reticle is centered, and that's by design, like they've done that deliberately to keep the reticle centered, I still think there's still too much like physical movement, if that makes sense. Right, let's have a look at the interface. Square minimap. Minimap rotation on. Hit marker visual. Damage-based hit markers. HUD presets. Interesting. Standard, inverted, classic, mission interface, scout, central command, magnified, streamer. I love how streamer is one of them. So thank you for the 2 New Zealand dollars. Mission interface. I think I prefer mission interface. I think I'm gonna go. Sorry, I think I'm gonna go with classic for now. Just because standard. I don't know. I find classic more appealing. Although I'd like to be able to. I don't think you can do the full customizing in this. I think you can only do parts of it. Like I don't think they've got it all in yet. Right, let's have a look at colors. Me. Teammates, let's make them bright blue. Party, bright green. Color filter 1, interface. World color intensity, they got all of that. Interesting. I don't think you can do the full customization just yet, but you can do some of it. You can use some presets, at least. I haven't even gone through my graphic settings and stuff to make sure that nothing's, like, stupidly dumb. VSync off, VSync menus on. Optimal rendering, HDR absolutely off. Quality, fidelity cast 6080. Dynamic resolution off, textures low. On-demand texture streaming is optimized. Yeah, everything feels like it's vaguely in the right place. The movement's cool, but otherwise it's the same game we usually get. I would disagree with that. I would say, obviously, you know, it is COD at the end of the day, but we are talking about radically different aim assist values, radically different skill gaps. Like this game is built for players who actually, like, you know, want to improve to some extent. Like every other COD prior to this, I would say, has been extremely handholdy by comparison.
Secure the objective.
This is the first COD we've had in a few years that isn't afraid of telling you to get better, which I think is going to actually... Do you know what the thing is with it? I actually think it's genuinely going to reduce overall frustrations with the franchise. Because the game has been so inherently reliant on giving people really hand-holdy mechanics like overpowered aim assist, that I actually think it just creates an environment where everybody gets frustrated. Whereas there is outplayability in this now, and people know that there's outplayability in it now. So, like, you can't just get away with, like, you know. The only thing I will say is that this does need... there's a couple of things I will say it does need. It needs faster health regen. Like, the health regen is way too slow. Slightly faster health regen and a slightly longer TTK, and this game would be in literally the perfect spot.
Get a UAV in the air. Scanning area with gunpost.
Oh my word, I think they just got world starred.
Bringing in recon.
We have perks for health regen? Yeah, but you shouldn't have to be relying on perks. I'd say universally the game just needs faster health regen. Universally, I would say that health regen is just too slow for everybody. I don't like it when COD pins key systems on perks. Perks should be something that ultimately assists your general gameplay, but the core functionality of that gameplay should still be sound.
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Remember me?
TACOM West Point authorizing Hellstorm strike. TACOM, we need Watchdog Helo full tear down.
Like, quick fix shouldn't be a thing, basically. Like, that's stupid. Like, having your health regeneration for the base TTK be reliant on a singular perk makes no sense. It needs to be universal. Should be a general faster value, I would say, for everybody at the moment.
Don't mess with us. I take it personal.
Hardpoint is secure.
Gonna be an interesting year to be a sniper in Warzone, I'll tell you that much.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
They did the same thing for Modern Warfare 3 to some extent as well. Modern Warfare 3's health regen was just universally too slow. Are KBM players screwed? I actually don't think so. Now that we've seen, you know, I do meme about it, but I actually genuinely think now that we've seen, dare I say it, meaningful changes to aim assist, I actually think KBM players will be on somewhat of an even playing field for the first time in a while. I actually also would argue to some extent the Omni movement is easier to do on a keyboard and mouse in terms of WASD compared to an analog stick. I don't think that should be the case. No, I don't think core mechanics, again, shouldn't be something that change based on perks. Like, quick fix shouldn't be a thing. There should just be a universal health regen. If you want to build consistent gameplay and consistent gunplay, that's how you do it. Not by having 16 unreadable perks in the game that people have to randomly account for. Like, that's always been COD's flaw in terms of its perk system, is that perks should supplement gameplay. They shouldn't dictate core gameplay. Because this is what will inevitably happen for this, is that everybody will run quick fix. Because there's just no point. You would be stupid not to run quick fix, basically. Because the overall health regen in this is so slow that it becomes almost necessitated.
That's a kill. Enemy.
Starting to get used to like being able to dive backwards. I'd say there's mechanics where I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I get to do that now. My brain's still like wrapping my head around how much that changes everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, my brain's like, what do you mean I can slide sideways? Oof. If I didn't get shot by two guys, that guy was going to be finished. Yeah, I agree about the TTK statement. I think it needs about another 10 to 20%. Give or take, if I was to guesstimate just the value. Like, this time to kill is probably, dare I say it, quicker than MW3? Which, like, doesn't make sense when you've added Omni movement to the game. Like, if you have Omni movement in the game, you shouldn't be making the TTK blazingly fast, because that's literally the whole point of movement, is a skill gap in terms of outplayability. So it's an interesting choice. I've yet to slide backwards in a meaningful way to get a kill, but I would love to be able to.
Damn it, we've lost the lead. Hard point located.
I was really hoping I was outside of the range. Bro thought he was about to wild star me there. Holy shit. Oh, this guy's got an AK. Hello. I haven't used one of you yet. Please let it be good. I love AKs. Oh, it's good, all right. Oh, it's good, folks. God, I love it when an AK-47 brings me passion.
Enemy UAV. Hard point identified. Hostiles have the hard point.
Yeah, sliding going into straight backwards doesn't bust. I honestly think the biggest thing is just challing sideways like this. Just like sliding around a corner like that on the full strafe is going to be kind of huge. Do you know what I mean?
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
I feel like this is more of an AR game, if I'm honest.
Hard point is
At the moment, the way I'd say the balancing is leaning. naked AK build. Let's go.
Friendly, friendly.
See what I mean? Like, stuff like that's gonna be so wild. Just like going around a corner and just bang, like.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely need to put an AK together.
Hardpoint active.
Whoopsie, shot my own teammate.
Hostiles at the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles attached to hardpoint.
Should I try and body snatch somebody at some point?
Clock's ticking, Black Ops. Close it. Get down. Hardpoint locked down.
Yes! Oh no, I executed him! I needed to double tap.
No one will remember.
Okay, that was kind of cool though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hardpoint identified.
See, at moments like that, the TTK feels like the multiplier on legs is obviously really low, which is great to see. Which is why I'm saying it doesn't need a huge amount of change in terms of time to kill. It only needs to be like 10%, give or take. Like, I'd say about 10% give or take
Hardpoint locked down.
is the way I would say it needs to go. Like it doesn't need to be a huge shit. Like, they've really done a good job on the multis. Like, you can tell that if you hit leg shots, like, you're definitely losing a lot of TTK. Like, I deserve to lose that fight, like, 100%.
Gas mine, take it down.
Whereas there, that felt crunchy. Do you know what I mean? So it's only a small amount I feel the TTK needs to change. Just to give it a bit more of something. Just a bit more playability in terms of outplayability options.
Scout pulse active.
But it's not a huge amount where things need to change by.
Hardpoint is secure.
What do I think about the latency? So far, I haven't had any general connectivity issues, I would say. Although I know some people obviously struggled a little bit last night when it released. Yeah, come on, lads. We can easily crack 200 likes, minimum. Come on, hit the like button. Tell your dad about me. Oh, that would have been a nice little piece of that.
They won't forget this.
I think this game's got a lot of potential, man. A lot of potential. And you know what the great part about it is? This actually feels like a Black Ops game. Like, this feels like I'm playing Black Ops, which I really like. I love the aesthetic and the sound and the feel of Black Ops games. Except for Cold War. We ignore Cold War. It didn't count. Cold War didn't count. It was Sledgehammer's fault. Thoughts on footstep audio? Definitely seems to be lower in multiplayer, which is to be expected, I guess. The only thing I would say is that I've definitely noticed already with footstep audio that they do have an up-down, an obvious positional up-down audio now. One of my biggest complaints of the last year of COD is that telling if somebody's above you or below you has been a nightmare. And this year, they seem to have fixed that, which is exciting. I'm glad they're actually focusing on that, which is good to see. What the hell is Dispatcher? How do you feel about SBMM in the game? I haven't had enough time to really say it, but if it's COD, it's going to be 7,000 SBMM, isn't it? I'm gonna be grinding zombies. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to zombies. Like, I'm looking forward to... I think zombies is what I'm gonna be playing. Like, I think zombies is ultimately the biggest part of this game for me. Like, don't get me wrong, the multiplayer looks solid, but like, man, do I love me some zombies.
Pathetic crimson bastards a lesson. Hardpoint locked down. He's done.
I love random explosive barrels.
Not going out.
That's the hardpoint.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. AK is feeling good, bro. Oh. Not really a multiplayer guy, Crispy, no. Like, it's definitely like how I judge what the year is going to be like, especially because like the multiplayer, obviously the multiplayer and the Warzone feel are radically different in terms of TTK, but in terms of core functionality, they're essentially the same thing.
Captain to hardpoint.
The hell is that, bro? Is that a heady? Is there a heady on the antenna where my man's just chilling? Oh yeah, there is. Okay.
Neurogas mine sighted.
I'm out here shooting bodies, bro, but not by choice. That was a clerical error.
This shit ain't working. We lost the advantage. Hardpoint active.
Ooh, that had a bit of lag there.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
Wowzers. My ankles are gone. Do you know what? This is probably the first multiplayer that I'm looking forward to playing, though, in a while. Because multiplayer for me for the past few years has just been, like, boring. Like, there's not been anything of note in multiplayer for the last few years to make me want to play it. Oh, goddamn. Like, Modern Warfare 3, for example, is literally just, like, the fastest TTK known to human existence. Sit in a corner and win. Like, this might actually be the one, you know?
Hardpoint locked down.
Gosh, you're gonna have to get used to so many different anchoring points. In terms of, like, understanding your map knowledge. Like, just to be able to really effectively use Omni movement, you're just going to need to understand the flow of a building and area. In a way that you just haven't had to. Like mentally, for example, I need to understand that there's a box here so that if I do a slide out, I'm looking somewhere else, or that, like, where can I slide sideways and backwards, and what useful points is that available to me? Do you know what I mean?
Active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
There's a real... Wow, that CQB aim assist doesn't exist. Wowzers. He just got world starred.
Tango eliminated.
They took away the hand holding at close range. People are gonna struggle. I really hope that that mechanic makes its way into Warzone. I hope they keep the aim assist value the same as it is in Black Ops in Warzone. Damn, what a position. I honestly don't think they will change it back. The fact that they've even changed it in the first place means that they weren't happy with it. Like, I've always... My general worry for this game, and something that I thought about going into Black Ops 6, was that with the current aim assist values in Modern Warfare 3, there's just no way this game works. Just in terms of, like... Just the game even, like, working at all. Like, it wouldn't make sense to have all this movement if your aim does 99% of the work for you on a controller. Because then you're eliminating the whole purpose of having all this movement, which is ultimately a skill gap. So it always seemed incompatible to me that this game would have such a severely overpowered aim assist. This aim assist feels more like X-Defiant. So, like, yeah, it never seemed to make sense to me that Modern Warfare 3's aim assist would be part of this game, because it's incompatible with the flow of what they're trying to achieve with Omni movement. So stuff like that, you know, I'm really glad. I never thought they were going to change it, if I'm honest. Call of Duty have been so reluctant to change features like aim assist that ultimately help players of a lower skill bracket. But the reason this is great is because it doesn't feel super unnatural, and on top of that, at the top end of things, gunfights will actually have a bit more substance to them. I don't like that ladder animation transition, I'll tell you that. Wowzers. Black Ops 6 servers are 60 hertz. If the stream's lagging, just refresh it, John Cena. It's nothing on my end. It's literally just, if it's lagging, it's YouTube, basically. It ain't my fault. The gigabit internet is gigabitting. Can't believe Packet Burst made it to YouTube. Lol.
We have the edge, but don't get cocky. This shit ain't over.
I might change some of the player colors, because this game has a bluish Battlefield 3 tone to it. Would be the way I describe it. This has got like a Battlefield 3 filter on it. So going green and purple would probably be more conducive to better reactivity on opponents, as opposed to going blue and red. Have we messed with aim settings all? I've kept my default settings for Black Ops. Sorry, for Warzone. Yeah, it might just be a localized YouTube server that's having some trouble. So yeah, if you are having any issues with the stream, folks, just reset it. It should be okay. Yeah, I'll run some games with you in a bit, Jaff. I'm just... Oh, man, this game is going to be saucy. Oh, bro, this game is saucy. Oh, my God. Golly, folks. We got a skill gap back. Golly. We got a skill back. It's my eyes. I better be playing the game. Well, Harley, that was better. That was definitely best player of the game. Wait until SBMM catches up with me? It probably will, bro. It might be finished for me. Might be over for me soon. I should probably tweet to people that I'm live with the Black Ops 6 beta. By the way, if you are here, folks, please do drop us a like. It does actually help the stream. Drastically, some would say. Right. Do a tweet. I'm going to do the Homer Simpson on the floor running in a circle. Because Omni movement. I think that works. Do you know what I mean? You know? Tell me I'm wrong. Right, let me see if I can put some stuff on this AK. Gain twist barrel adds bullet velocity. I'll take that. Adds horizontal recoil control. Looking good, Brev. Heavy stock adds flinch resistance. That actually could be quite nice. Your memes on Twitter are on point. Bro, honestly, if I could tweet half the shit I wanted to tweet, I would. But unfortunately, those things would definitely get me cancelled. I was at Carnival on last weekend, and I told Jaff I was slide cancelling to the Nyash. But obviously I can't tweet that because I'm just getting instantly ruined for saying that. Oh.
Hello.
Oh?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. My bad.
There you go.
Hello.
How good is this game? Oh,
It's looking good, bruv. I'm feeling optimistic, which is not
Yeah,
something I get
on
to
my-
say about COD multiplayer.
on my day off, I am playing. I've not done that. I've never done that in Call of Duty in years.
It's looking promising, bruv. It's looking promising. You're in my party, yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yes. Let's run.
No downsides to attachments. I'm worried about that, James. I think that's actually going to be a problem because my issue with no downsides to attachments, the AK has better firepower than every other gun in the game. Why would I not increase the fire rate? Like, why would I not massively increase the overall time to kill of the weapon with no downsides? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Victor Reznov Wonder Kid. No wildcards for me right now. Like, you know, if you unlock rapid fire on any of the guns, you may as well just put it on max, right? What's the point? Like, why wouldn't you? Stuff like that needs addressing, I think. Scud.
You need to try out the all red perks, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to unlock all of them.
They're so broken.
Destroy the
You know, have you ever played Advanced Warfare?
Yes, unfortunately.
You know, if you like side dash,
Yeah.
in Advanced, it feels like that.
Good
Every
to know.
single time, every time you move around the map, it just feels like you can side dash away.
Just tried to hit a stim, but I don't have stims unlocked. Oh, it's beef. It's beef.
Oh, is it CDO? No.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I've died.
I don't know why they don't just give us
One off a
mode
nuke
select.
6 times, by the way, this morning. One off a nuke 6 times.
I don't know why they don't just give us mode select, even if though it's a beta. Like, why not? You know?
Because, yeah, I guess a lot of people just play everything, don't
Like,
they?
Like, I don't think I'd ever play TDM in multiplayer ever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hate CDM as well. I can't really get any gameplay in it.
They should have called this map Hill Control the Map. wowzers.
I don't know why everybody was saying about the footsteps seem better, by the way. They definitely don't.
So I'd say the overall volume of the footsteps is lower because they're obviously trying to do that in multiplayer. For obvious multiplayer reasons, i.e. people begging for deep, like stuff like Ninja, right?
Yeah.
But I would say that from the positional audio perspective, like the up-down audio, really good. Like being able to tell if somebody's above or below you now is probably the best it's ever been in a COD game in quite some time.
I'm gonna go AFK for this game, I think. I need TDM.
Just TDM plus Scud, CBA.
You're falling behind, Crimson.
I mean, I hear it.
SPMM is so strong in this beta, by the way. Like, so strong.
Yes. You said that like I was supposed to be surprised.
Honestly, it's
The
nuts.
lead is ours.
Like, SPMM for the past 5 years has just been drilled into my brain. In fact, I'm so used to it at this point that I think I'd be surprised if I didn't see it. Oh. I don't think this is a particularly good map. I think Scud is definitely... It's an interesting map. I think there's too much hill control in places, though. Although, I suppose the counter-argument is that...
You know what also this aim assist stuff is going to tell?
What was that?
You know, like people that are using mouse and controller now.
Yeah.
Like mouse and controller, mouse and keyboard. They're still getting shit on by controller players and complaining that aim assist is still OP.
Well, then they're us.
Then it's a you problem, buddy.
Yeah,
It's a skill issue.
the aim assist, the CQB is so minimal at this point that if you get outgunned by a controller player, they just aimed better than you. Like, and that's... I'd actually argue at this point, to some extent, mouse and keyboard players probably have an advantage generally in the game.
In
minus the
Warzone,
movement.
they'll have a massive advantage.
Especially with the extended TTK in Warzone, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, it'll be a massive advantage in Warzone now.
Like, the amount of
So I don't wanna
players...
hear no mouse and keyboard players piping up anymore.
The amount of players I've killed in this so far who, like, very clearly, obviously, just couldn't keep up with the close movement. Like, you could tell where the skill gap lies in places. Full sweat lobbies have forged some players. Why do you think Shotzi got put in a twister by Ryder? No, Celium, sorry. Warzone SPMM be so strong, we've accidentally created CDL-capable players.
Sorry, mate. Broke your streak.
Have you done all the dead zone settings, by the way? To
Yeah,
make it,
yeah.
You don't struggle with all the attack sprint.
Yeah, I've done all that. Although last night I saw your video and I was like, wait, why can't I sprint forward properly? Like, what's going on? I had some like dirt or dust in my controller or something that was stopping me from like sprinting forwards.
Right.
I was like really because the actuation point for your character starting to go into the sprint animation.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, so like basically I had to fix that because otherwise I was getting El Chalcoed. So I got like the, do you know the air blower? I literally just pointed it into the side of the controller. Just put it on full speed and now it's fine.
So I remember the other day someone told me to spray deodorant in and I was like, bro, what?
Bro, just buy some compressed air, please.
Just buy a compressed air.
Bro, I don't want your pads smelling like Lynx Africa.
Oh, you're chalking your controller, yeah.
Out here putting potentially like...
just like actual liquid, isn't it? So...
Yeah, it's got like physical substance to it. You're probably making it worse.
Smoked.
They're right
Biffle
there
would be
in
the
contact.
only person that can actually hang in this in the CDL out of all the Warzone pros, in my opinion.
Come on,
Yeah.
guys, overhead.
The whole debate
Yeah,
thing
but-
seems really stupid to me though, because like, with all due respect, like, Scump, yeah, sure, Scump won a Warzone tournament, but like, it was an off chance, and that was way before anybody was even good at Warzone. Like, if I'm being real with you, I don't see CDL players doing well in COD Warzone.
You don't think?
No,
Nah, I disagree.
they've got the gunny, but they will have. I don't think they'd have the game sense for it. It's a whole different ballpark.
I come from that though. You gotta remember, I come from the CDL. Shay comes to the CDL.
Yeah, I know, but you guys have developed the game sense for this over a year or two. Like even if you compare how you used to play this at launch to how you play it now, Jaff, it's a radically different approach.
Yeah.
Bro, we're getting put into a TikTok.
On that fizz, you know. I'm so tired this morning.
Bro, I need everybody to respect me, please, right? And if this doesn't deserve a like on the stream, you don't like me. I was at a wedding yesterday, right? So obviously I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's a wedding, you know, have some drinks, get a bit two-stepping in. I hit the 9 p.m. point and I thought to myself, nah, I got to grind tomorrow. It's time to hydrate. I was back in water, left, right, and center, thinking to myself, nah, I've got some COD to play for the audience.
Tomorrow? You playing tomorrow?
What day is it tomorrow?
Sunday.
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow.
Back as that, I'm not playing TDM again.
Yeah, TDM is respectfully cheeks.
Nah, the content grind is in full flow, Lucky. I've never felt this passionate about any sort of content in my life.
Oh, I gotta tell you,
I woke up this morning and I was like, thumbnails, edits, the lot, bro.
I want to talk about the fact that Avalon's just chilling in the game, though.
Yeah, it's in every single one of the maps.
Pissed me off, bruv. It deserves to be out there. Please. Please. So here's the beef, right? Like, my thinking is, right, this game comes out in what, November? October? Whatever it is, right?
October 26th.
Bruv, if the next game doesn't have Omni movement...
It will.
It's got to, surely. Like, there's no way they go back
the
from
issue,
this.
the issue that you've got, right. I'm gonna say this because I ain't live, right? So Activision can't kill me for saying
Jack's
this.
gonna demonetize me instead.
No. It's one time that Activision can't kill me for saying this. Infinity Ward are genuinely the worst developers ever. They kill the game every single year, as in like bad. Like they make it so. I don't know what they do every single year to make the game so bad, but they do. And my only worry is that next year is not Sledgehammer and it's Infinity Ward. That's my only worry. I'd rather it have been Sledgehammer again for the year because they would have built off this.
Bruv, where did the guy in front of me go?
Because I'd argue that they took the best bits out of Cold War, they took the best bits out of Black Ops 6, they took the best bits out of Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3, and AEW, and they just whacked it all together in one game. That's how this game feels.
Oh my god, I've just put multiple man in a spliff. Omni movement, yeah, Omni movement has to just be an industry standard for COD, sure.
I think it will be.
There's no going back.
It will be. Yeah.
Like, this isn't like jetpacks.
It was not received well. Yesterday, it was not received well, and then like literally everybody who came back into my chat after like an hour saying, "Oh, I played it for an hour. It's so fun now." I was like, "Yeah, this is one of these things where you need to actually just give it a go,
Yeah,
and not just write it off after one game."
Well, what I was saying to my audience is like, I'm impressed at how actual pick up and play Omni movement is. I thought it was going to be. Yeah, and I feel like it's going to be a lot more controllable and readable for regular players than what we were led to believe.
What they should have done is they should not have called it Omni movement. They shouldn't have mentioned it, in my opinion.
Well, it's a marketing bee, isn't it?
Well, you know what it is? Is that to the average player, the name Omni movement is such a daunting, like, statement. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You're thinking, like, Omni movement, shit, what's that? That's gonna be something I can't pick up, I can't do. But in reality, like, our box, it's super easy.
Yeah.
You gotta edit a couple of settings, but you do that every single game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think they can back themselves in the sense that anybody genuinely can just pick up and play on them, for sure.
And also, if you want to be sweaty with it, you can be. If you want to be slow with it, you can be.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no
pacing.
required pacing.
Nah. so glad Buddy Hopper's been killed off there. Do not jump shot in this game. Whatever you do, just do not jump shot in this game. He's dead in the water. This morning, right? I've played like 10 games this morning, right? And I've died like 5 times, or like 5-6 times off like a nuke, like 23, 24, right? And every single time I've jump shot into a gunfight, and it's messed up the bullet spread.
Yes, I know what you mean. So if you dive or slide, the bullet spread stays the same, but if you jump, it actually does change.
Yeah, it changes. So like, you know, if you crouch and if you crouch around the map, you have like a smaller bullet spread.
That being said, I will say this, Jeff. Lower body multis are so much lower that jump shotting is arguably still pretty valid as a movement.
Yeah, it is, but
I think it varies quite heavily weapon to weapon, though.
Yeah, I mean, because strafing on this game is so broken, like...
Yeah.
People like me and you, because we play Claw, this game favors us a little bit more. But, like, I'd argue that people that play... Basically, anybody that plays Standard or Claw, you're in for a good year.
Yeah.
If you play with back buttons, try and get used to not using your back buttons as much for jumping. Let's say they're useless, but they're just not as good as they once were.
I don't know if about you, but I really feel like now that I've got this really fluid movement, don't you feel like the transition into crouch and prone feels really sluggish?
No.
Do you not?
I don't. No. Kayak have always had a slow transition. They always have them. They've never been... It's always Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward that have always been in favor of drop shotting. Whereas Sledgehammer have always been in favor of strafe. Is there...
Oh my god, how have I bottled that?
I love that the health bar shows up when you lose HP, by the way.
Brother, why is that not pennable? Do you know, if there's one thing I would fix about all COD games going forward, it's just like making it inherently clear what is and isn't pennable. Do you know what I mean? Because right now it's just like you can slide into... Oh my god, you can.
I just want to say one thing about this game,
my
right?
word.
In such a positive way, right?
Well, that's the new map.
Is so finished, and it's a beta. Gameplay wise, there's not much I would change. In fact, there isn't anything I change gameplay wise. Like the beta, it's so fast and fluid.
You can slide into a prone. What? That's so busted. Oh mate, that's new meta movement, 100%.
What's that?
You could slide into prone, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's so OP.
Hold that. PDW is so fun, by the way. The Jackal.
Yeah, the full Omni movement is like, it's going to be the biggest learning curve for most people. But wowzers. So you're telling me that I can Brexit tackle people whenever I want? Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing, you know? The fact that we're not getting a new map, yeah, I'm actually kind of glad. I really want to play Omni movement on Air6
Bro, I'll be real.
I really want to play Omni movement on Air6.
You're going to have to start calling me Lil Baby because I'm going to be moving in pure fetal position in this game. 100%, man. Moving like a pure 2-year-old after a day at nursery, just on my arse cheeks on my back. You know what I mean?
We're losing Alpha.
The tactical infant inbound, bro. Big man thing.
Losing Bravo.
Yeah, well, Harley, everybody's finished. Bro, these dogs are so stupid.
Dogs.
Alright, chat, hold up. I'm gonna get rinsed for a second.
Losing Bravo.
Lucky's getting
Locking down Charlie.
Lucky's getting pure violated by his dogs.
Just knocked my headphone case clean out, bro. Bonnie, come here. Appa, Bonnie. Say hi. Say hi to everybody.
I thought you had like a German Shepherd.
Well, I've got Appa. This is Bonnie, who we're currently dog sitting. And Bonnie is...
That's a bad cute dog.
It's a hella cute dog.
Is that a cockapoo?
Yeah, she's a little stupid, but in a good way.
Yeah, cockapoos are. Molly's got one.
Mine, thank you for the
I
prime,
watched
bro.
him I watched my Molly's dog full speed run into a patio door the other day.
That sounds about right.
And bro's he's been living at that place for nearly 2 years now. So,
Bro just ignored it.
bro just ignored the fact that he didn't know the place well enough.
Yeah, I just had my headphone cable clarted out the back of my XLR there. I was like, what is just going on? And then I look down and I see Bonnie doing a 180, bro.
You still look after that German Shepherd?
Nah, it's been rehomed.
Oh,
He's living good, bro. He's living on a farm.
oh, I love that. German Shepherd life, isn't it?
Yeah, he's living the vida loca, bro.
Does Appa get on with Bonnie?
Did my game just crash? My game just crashed. Jeez.
A lot of people are saying that they're getting scan and repair.
Yeah. Well, Harley, my game is finished.
Oh shit, my haircut's in 5 minutes.
House Manager, Black Ops 6 Beta, yep, scan and repair. Bye. Have a wonderful time.
I'm gonna finish this game off though. You can wait.
Sorry, I'm relaunching. My trim can wait.
My trim can wait. He only cuts his mate's hairs on Saturday anyway, so.
Fair, valid.
So it's always like, it's meant to be a 20-minute appointment. It takes like an hour anyway, because we always talk.
I need to ask all of my friends why they decided to have their social schedule around the Black Ops 6 Beta.
Decide to have what?
Their entire social schedule just around I've been invited to something yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I'm like,
I was thinking the same.
Can you man just like chill out?
Everybody's just like, oh, would you like to do something? I'm like, bro, where was this all summer?
Where
were these motives all summer?
Where were these motives when I wasn't trying to sit indoors and spin on the floor?
Oh, my game's just crashed as well.
Hey.
That's weird. Maybe it's a lobby-based thing.
Maybe it could be like a server disconnect, but it just crashes.
The servers yesterday went to shit for all of like 20 minutes, then got really, really good.
Jeff, are you sponsored by a controller company?
Yes.
You're not live, are you?
No.
All right, sweet, bang. Anyway, yeah, you are gonna go through 15 controllers a year, which is why I'm re-signing, hopefully with AIM controllers this week. So you know. And you can use code TTB on the store even now, even though we haven't signed the deal yet. It's still there. WAD. You know. Oh wait, I haven't. Have I brought you back in? Do you want me to bring you back in? Are you going for a trip?
Nah, I need to go get my hair cut. I need to leave in. I'm gonna leave in 2 minutes. I'm just gonna quickly chop up this gameplay. I'll be on tomorrow all day. So.
Exclamation mark controller in chat. But buy 15 controllers now using code TTB. Bulk buy them in advance.
Bulk buy them.
Because your controller's going to get mashed up in this game. There's no two ways around it, let's be honest. Your controller's getting somersaulted, backflip, judo chopped, bro. It's over. Derelict in West Virginia. It's looking good, bruv. I like the little loading screens for these. These are quite cool.
Hard boys. Showtime. Capture the objective.
Oh my word. I just got omni movemented on, boys.
Hardpoint is secure.
I've just been omni movemented on twice. Brother, why am I getting rinsed?
Right, lucky I'm off. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you in the morning. Bye, Jen. Bruv, you think I need aim assist to aim at close quarters? Must be out your dad. You must be thinking of a different YouTuber. I need a different optic though. I'm not feeling this one. I need like a proper red dot. This one's moving a bit finicky.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Head on a swivel. You almost got smoked.
Telling somebody you smoked them as a com is kind of crazy. Is there a Donnie just chilling in this train? Because it feels like there is. Wowzers. I just ran around that man. He didn't know what was going on.
Hardpoint located.
I want to take somebody hostage. I haven't done that yet. Oh, no, well, in-game.
Hardpoint active.
Non-symmetrical optic throws me off. I agree with that. I do agree with that. I also I don't like random bulk on an optic. I don't know why. It just really bugs me. Like being able to slide away from that. Wowzers.
That was just for you.
There is something to be said about the incidental nerfs. To things like lethals, like Omni movement actually changes a lot of the general core meta for this game in a lot of ways.
Hardpoint locked down. Captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is active.
Oh, look, the little ammunition shells. Taking someone hostage in-game, boys. In-game. You wouldn't want to do that IRL, all right? Bro, the sheer power of getting up in someone's face in this game and then just dunking on them for that.
Lead dive.
Oh. This game's going to bring you back to Warzone? Good. I think it'll be a good year for Warzone, especially with a longer TTK. Oh my word. Stream Tyler name, what are we saying? Bro, honestly, this is the most excited I've been about a multiplayer for a number of years now. Like a consequential skill. Like, this is the one thing that I've been saying for years, right? Like, the one thing I've been saying for years about COD is that there's not really been a skill gap, and that, like, because the game hasn't got that, there's never been an incentive to feel like you can beat the bullshit. Like, because in COD, the amount of times you die and it just feels like BS is because the game just has so many elements to it that cater towards BS. Whereas, like, in this, I'm like, do you know what, bro? Like, if I lose a fight, it's because I whiffed. Like, if you lose a fight in Modern Warfare 3, it's because, who cares? Like, everybody dies in 0.5 of a second. You lose a fight in this, is because you shot him in the legs and you whiffed. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can really feel some of the substantial skill gap differences, like, especially in terms of, like, body multipliers, leg multis.
Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is secure.
Like, obviously, I still think the TTK needs to be a little bit longer, but like, you genuinely can feel when you've whiffed, is one of the ways I would say to start with. Like, you can feel when you've made an aiming error.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hostiles have captured the
Didn't feel like there was any headshot multipliers. I'd have to test that out for sure. I feel like there's probably some. You can, yeah, you can slide sideways from standing. You can slide backwards, you can slide forwards, you can dive forwards, you can dive backwards, you can dive sideways. Yeah, I need to change the color palette on this because of like I say, this game has a blue hue to it, so going for blue and red on teammates and opponents actually isn't all that helpful.
locked down.
Like, you're gonna have to completely rethink how you approach it. I'm gonna have a full Omni movement guide out today, folks, for those of you who are curious about how this works and how you can use it effectively. I'm gonna have a full in-game guide on what you can do.
Captured the hardpoint.
Like, I'll have a full video on how you guys can maximize Omni movement today. Yeah, I'll do too bad, Congress. Hope you're doing well, man.
Hardpoint located. You're planning on giving up. Do it now.
Like, the sheer amount of evasiveness that you can get out of this mechanic in terms of dodging lethals and getting out of a chow is huge.
Hardpoint is secure.
Like, there's some really big learning curves in this that I will touch on. So you guys can, like, figure out how to become, like, an Omni movement king, if you will. Like, even just something like this, like, using this side peek. Like, the way I was sliding in and out of that piece of cover, just to, like, reapproach the glitch, like the head glitch, if you will. Like, even stuff like that's just, like, huge in terms of how you need to reapproach certain points. Like,
Hostiles captured the hardpoint.
like, I've successfully re-peeked this guy from 4 different angles in the space of, like, 10 seconds. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, reload canceling doesn't seem to work. They're probably gonna have to fix that. I imagine that's just a bug. I don't think that's... Well, I'll be surprised if that is an intended behavior.
Conversation.
Nice. Bro cooked. Right, I'm just gonna go for a strategic tinkle, chat. I'll be 1 second. Sorry, I muted myself. Ignore me. Ignore me. Somebody in chat said, heard some streamers say Omni movement will only benefit the pros. Do you agree? I don't agree with that at all. I actually think this will benefit all players, but what people need to recognize is we're like a day into this, and there's so like, not only are you learning Omni movement, you're also unlearning all of the things that you've been doing for the past year. You are unlearning how to approach a gunfight because it's so radically different that you need to change how you approach it. Do you know what I mean? This is what people aren't realizing. Like, even just like the thought process of how you peek a corner is now completely different. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even just something that minuscule and simple is now entirely different. It's a different world. We're talking about two very different things. And that's what people are going to have to start understanding, is that we're not talking about the same games anymore. I'm going to touch on this in the video, like, that I'm going to do today about mastering Omni movement. This is, you know, not only are you learning a new style of movement, you need to unlearn how you've been approaching things. Like, you can slide backwards. You can slide sideways. Like, that example I gave you just there in Derelict, I managed to slide peek somebody from 4 separate locations. That guy didn't know where I was. It's a whole new world. This is a whole new ecosystem of things. There's a lot going on. And I gotta tell you, it's gonna be a good year for it. I mean, look, we're gonna get the controller spawner in. We're gonna try and sign that deal and get it across the line. We need to get an energy drink sponsor in, I think, this year. We have not had one for a while, but I think I'm game. Especially with big map ranked coming out, boys. Wowzers. Say goodbye to my love life. And also, I don't know. Wait, who's the official? Is it Corsair's the official sponsor of COD this year, isn't it? Corsair. And by extension, I assume Elgato have done some stuff with them. That'd be cool. Be like, yo, Elgato, look, I already own pretty much all of your products, but shout me, bro. I don't even know what I'd say to them at this point. I have a Wave XLR, I have a bloody Stream Deck Plus, I've used 2 cameras, key lights, my entire lighting setup and rig, and my controller camera is all I've got. Like, it's Game Pro. They're just built iffy. I don't really have a headset sponsor, although that being said, I don't think I would give up my biodynamics anytime soon. Unless if biodynamics can shout, man, then life's good, but I just don't see it happening. Like, hey guys, I know you built like reference audio systems for like actual audio production, but did you know that you're secretly also the best gaming audio? And it's universally well known at this point that you guys are just the guys. So I'm gonna go SMG on this map. I feel like this is an SMG map. Oh. Yeah, I would instantly, like, the second these biodynamic DT770s break, I will be buying new biodynamic DT770s. Instantly. Sim, what we saying? I'm surprised you aren't on Black Ops 6 at the minute. You got the 990s? Yeah, so the reason I use the 770s is because I prefer open back headphones, but they can't be too open back because I can't have the audio leak into the microphone. So the 770s are like the best fit, ideally, for me. It's like semi-open back. God, this thing has a lot of movement on the iron sights when you fire. Itching to get on, I just woke up. I hear it. What's my mic? I use the Shure MV7, I believe. which is basically just like a remade SM7B, if I recall correctly. I'm pretty sure they use the same like sensor or whatever the hell it is. They use the same like actual microphone, but parts of it are different. Don't get me wrong, I love paying for decent microphone audio as much as the next guy, but oh, I could not tell that that guy was an enemy. When the SM7B was like 500 euros, the MV7 I think cost me 200, so you know, it's pretty not a major, like a pretty large cost for something that you could otherwise EQ and get the audio sounding good on. These are the Biodynamic DT770 Pros. I actually have custom ear cushions on them as well. I've got, I forget what brand it is that does the custom ear cushions. Oof, whiffed. Cooling ones, yeah. Wicked, yeah, I think it is Wicked. The one that did they did a sponsorship with Linus Tech Tips. Unsure of what I want to use weapon-wise. Oh yeah, that's what I'm expecting. I need to slide into prone more. I think that is the new movement meta. Definitely feeling. It's definitely feeling like a new meta. Yeah, I need to build. I think I would build this as a hybrid AR. I'd build this for like a bit of range. Isn't Simon Armitage like a documentary guy, or have I lost the plot? I was so confident I had the first guy dead there that I actually spray transferred. How am I liking the game? Honestly, dude, I'm excited about this. Like, this is probably the, like, with all due respect, whenever multiplayer betas come out, as a content creator, I know I have to play them. But I normally expect them to be kind of boring, and I normally expect to give up with them fairly quickly. I've got to tell you, boys, I don't feel that way about this one. I feel like I could play this quite a fair bit over the next few days and not be too upset about it. Hold that, bro. The progress does not carry over, no. God damn, it's a no wonder they didn't invite me to COD Next. I would have put some people on skates, bro. You give me a game or two of this? Wow. Wowzers. I think I only use the AE-ohm ones. I don't think you really need any more than that, personally. But obviously, different use cases for different people. I'm pretty sure the Wave XLR I use can power up to 200 and something, but I wouldn't know the ins and outs of it. I've not even brushed my teeth and I've turned the game on. Yep, we're cooked, bro. We're so cooked. And this is without even zombies or Warzone. It's finished. You give me this Omni movement on big map ranked. Wow. It's finished. It's finished. My life, my social life. You lot are gonna have to renew the subscriptions ASAP Rocky because I'm getting no other work done. It's finished for me. I need faster reloads.
Eliminated.
Me and that guy were having a spin-off, bro. Two Beyblades moving mad.
Securing Charlie.
Oh, I knew he was gonna be on the heady as well. No contact with the outside world, no love life, no dates. It's finished, bro. The only thing I'm interested in for the rest of this year is SR, bro.
We're losing Alpha.
I'm gonna have the worst immune system you're ever gonna see.
Losing A.
Married to the Black Ops 6. Pagans, thank you for the £2 super chat. They are 3-lane, yeah. I'd say they fit quite a conventional 3-lane setup. There's a bit more verticality on this one, but not in necessarily a bad way. Big man, I'm on your team.
Securing C.
Gooding mission target.
Charlie secured. We're losing Charlie.
Do you want to know how crazy this...
Losing Bravo.
Like, do you know what's nuts about the slide to prone? If you slide to prone and pull backwards, you're making them reset the headshot aim like 3 times. Because if I slide forwards and then I go backwards, my head repositions about 4 times within the space of that one animation. So if somebody wants headshot multis on you, it's gonna be a long day for them.
Zone C secure.
Bro, I feel like somebody's greased me up in baby oil and just sent me in, bro. Do you know what I mean?
It's not coming. You want to get out of this alive? Better step up.
I'm moving like I'm getting frisky, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Control the Bravo.
they haven't seen this much movement since Alexandra Power, bro. Finished, bro. It's finished. Nah, it's looking good, man. Like, getting shushed in the post-game screen's kind of crazy, though. Bellissima, thank you very much for the £2 super chat. I just think the ceiling is insane, dude. Like, I just think the ceiling for potential for players to just have this insane skill gap is going to be mad, bro. And I'm looking forward to it. Like, we haven't had one in so long now. Like, every COD for the last few years now has just been some hand-holding bullshit. With all due respect to my homies, bro, like that's just how it's been. Hey, yo, lovely having all of you so far, folks. I can't see how many likes we're on right now, but I already know the number isn't enough. So, if you could slap a like on the stream, I'd appreciate you. It'd be lovely. It'd be dreamy. It'd be lovely. The content train is full pelt, bro. I think it's full pelt. The content train is full pelt. Like, we will have a video today on Omni Movement to teach you guys on how to master everything. Because I know that's probably going to be the biggest pain point for a lot of you guys. So we're going to get that going. And then obviously we're going to talk about all the other ins and outs as well. It does feel a little like X-Defiant Metallica, and that's arguably not a bad thing, if I'm being perfectly frank. I mean, especially considering if the news is to believe X-Defiant isn't going to be existing for much longer. I don't like this map. This is the one map I'm saying, nah, bruv. Maybe I need a bit more time with it. It just feels like this map is very dependent on build control. Oh, I don't like the fact that my reload animation got fully interrupted there for doing a slide. I will say that. Maybe something I need to think about a bit more.
Hardpoint identified.
Before I continue, I'm going to change something. Feel free to copy me because I definitely will include this in a video. Turn those off. Gameplay tips absolutely off. Right, where was I? Gameplay HUD. I need to do this because this blue hue is like this blue hue is bad for everybody. Not in a bad way, but like, right, you're going to green. You're going to blue. You're going to purple or pink. My enemies will be pink. This makes more sense. So, like, the whole game has the sort of Battlefield 3 blue hue going on. Which, like, I'm not against. I love my Battlefield 3. But, like, it's a bit much. Wait, I just realized I don't have my controller cam on, and I probably could. Should I put the roller cam on? I mean, I probably could have the roller cam. Let's have a look. Yeah, sorry. I just realized I don't have the roller cam on. Just gotta be careful about my mic position because it like weirdly cuts into the frame if I have it too close. One thing I do need to resolve about this whole predicament. It's not the color temperature of the monitor, Mad Fox. I use an OLED, and my OLED has no color temperature. I'm just using neutral. So it's definitely the actual the physical game has a blue. You can actually even see it in the menu screen. Almost all of the characters have like a slight blue shading to them. So if you go to purple or pink, you're going to notice enemy opponents substantially more in terms of contrast ratio. In terms of just how your brain processes images, you're going to notice pink more than you're going to notice red. I'm using the math and the seance. The seance. All right, it's coming out. It'll make a lot more sense to you guys when you see my first opponent. See how more obvious that was? Like, straight away. Just been spliffed twice. Jackal it is. Yeah, pink definitely works better. This might be the first game in a while where going into hip fire is actually quite beneficial. TDM is definitely the worst mode, yeah, by a stretch. I think they should just let us select the mode, if I'm honest. Like, they know, obviously, that modes like TDM are only popular with some players. Yeah, there's no readability on spawns on this. It's just insane. Like, everyone's just everywhere. Oof. Thought I'd give that a real chow. Oh. Yeah, pink is definitely working better. I'm noticing players more than I was before. Just bought a new pad. Let's see how long it lasts. Well, code TTB in the AIM store, ladies and gentlemen.
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
RCXD? Absolutely not.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Oh! I just got slid on! That is the least lucky nade in my life. Omni movement, Car 98. It's so over for my opponents. Bruv. Just watch the stream where Westy snaked your free red items? Bro, listen. Alright. Well, we've already agreed that Westy owes me like 2/3 of his ad revenue for that stream. He signed the deal. Oof. The SVD marksman rifle, I'm assuming you're referring to. Oh, wait, are you talking about... trying to figure out what weapon you're talking about. It might be over for Pete. Oh, it might be so over. Goodness gracious. Senora, senora. Ancora Messi, 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 Messi. Wow, I sent that guy's ankles to the shadow realm, bro. He might have to do a pickup collection. I need an optic on this. I don't like the irons. The iron, the butt of the iron sight's too fat. It's in the way.
Target down.
It might just be the kind of year where I'm moving Calabrese, bro. Do you know what I mean? Just dove into an RCXD. Let's go, baby. Thoughts out of 10? Dude, I don't want to be overly optimistic because I've had my heart hurt before. But I'm going to give it like an 8.5, bro. I'm going to give it like an 8.5 at the minute. There are some underlying areas that I think could be better. And I think if they get those right, we're talking about a really solidly enjoyable multiplayer experience. Like I'm a Warzone hater. Like I'm sorry, like I'm an MP hater, like a Warzone enjoyer, bro. And I just genuinely think this has buckets of potential. I'm gonna have to do about 16 lines of G Fuel to even stay remotely alert for the rest of the day, but that's the one thing, like, I know this isn't something you guys need to think about or care about, but it's the one thing I am mildly worried about as a content creator, is that the fatigue in terms of, like, as like a player, the fatigue in terms of, like, just how much this is potentially going to take out of me after every game. Like when I finish a stream, I'm going to be mentally hurt. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the way I would describe it. I also think there's kind of like an offsetting cost in the sense that, like, Omni movement is kind of sweaty by nature. But I think it's actually so much more accessible than people realize that it's going to make regular players feel like they can do more. And those might end up balancing out. But I just know that after a big map rank session with this movement, my brain is going to need... I need an ice bath, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We've taken the lead.
Bro came in off the top rope.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Also, at the end of the day, this game does just have ultrally aggressive SPMM, so somebody like me should never really be in your lobby anyway for multiplayer. Wowzers. Wowzers in my trousers. Accident. Oh, some Donny just flew around the corner at me.
UAV inbound. Hostile UAV. We've lost Charlie.
Nice retap on that guy. This is going to be a sweaty game, I can feel it. I just had 3-man dolphin dive on me. In the game, in the game, in the game. In the game, pause, pause.
Watchdog hero incoming.
Brother, you lot stuck to each other. Can you have some decorum and fight me 1v1?
Losing A.
I've got this.
Locking down.
Objective capture underway.
Control Bravo.
Stick drift in a month? Stick drift in 0.5 of a second, bro. New Hall effect controllers from AIM Controllers. Get it today.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Yeah, it's...
We're losing Alpha. Securing C.
Control.
Cool. Enemy watchdog helo inbound.
We just had what some people might call a wet noodle fight, where we just tickled each other.
Hostile counter.
Gonna be so sweaty on PC? Good God, yeah. But what is it not? This is the thing. I don't even complain about SPMM anymore because I'm just used to it. I know I'm gonna suffer. Which is why you should become a channel member today. Have some damn decorum. Do you know what I mean? Exclamation mark. Member. Exclamation mark. Join. Use your Twitch Prime, bruv. If I'm gonna suffer, at least let me suffer in a community. Do you know what I'm saying? I can share the pain.
Taking A.
Wash my ass.
Taking B.
I'm on the objective.
Taking Alpha.
Bro, I swear these men are just attached to each other.
Watchdog Kilo incoming on your location. We're losing Alpha.
Trophy system was eliminated.
Where?
Taking Bravo
Okay.
underway.
Okay, guess I'm using this then.
Alpha. Taking C.
Bro.
Securing Zone A.
This is why Battlefields out.
Enemy UAV inbound. Enemy UAV inbound.
Hold that.
We're losing Charlie.
Sorry, I've realized that I've been like non-verbal for the past period of time, and that's probably my fault, but in my defense, this is quite a sweaty lobby. Also, this LMG feels really good. LMG's having decent long-range TTK for the first time in forever? What? What? Can you please just turn this corner like I know you're going to do? Do you know what's a really important thing about this new movement system? So if you've ever played Valorant or CS, and this is something I was taught about those games, a lot of your aim in terms of mouse is actually just centering your crosshair, not where the enemy is going to turn, but where they're going to end up being after they've made the turn. So like, the way I would describe it is like, let's say I know somebody is going to come around this corner. I wouldn't have my gun here, I'd have it here. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd have my reticles, like if he's going to come around this corner here, I wouldn't be aiming here, I'd be aiming here and expecting him to turn the corner. And I actually think that's going to be part of this new COD, just because of obviously offsetting some of the movement from people challenging corners. Why am I on the team where everybody's playing like a potato?
Sorry.
Enemy UAV inbound. Lost B.
Your helicopter will hold it again. ASAP with no full flag.
We're losing Charlie.
Destroyed.
They're taking C.
Oof. Yeah, like in CS and in Valorant, like you don't aim where they're going to turn. You aim where you think they're going to end up after they've made the swing. And I think part of that's actually going to apply to COD this year, which is like a weird like microcosm thing to think about. I'm thinking in 4K, all right? You can ignore me if you want. I'm just thinking about how this game's actually going to play in terms of like challing people, re-challing people.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
How have I lost that?
Watchdog Kilo incoming on your locking down all zones. UAV established above.
This has been an extremely sweaty round, and the spawns have been completely chalk for almost all of them.
Securing Charlie. Taking Alpha.
How are we feeling about the close range AA nerf? Pretty good, actually. And actually, ironically, one of the side notes of aim assist receiving a nerf is that the anti-cheat statistically should be able to identify cheaters more. Jesus Christ, that took him about 6 business days to kill me there. The TTK still needs to go up, though. That's a definite.
UAV inbound. Hostile UAV established overhead. Using A.
TTK is definitely way too quick still.
Using Alpha.
Why have I just been fighting pure helicopters?
Taking A.
Have I got like one guy left on my team who just dies constantly? Lord knows we're seeing the effects of SBMM already, folks.
Find another way.
The team, because rather than SBMM going, rah, that's a really sweaty team. Let me give you good teammates, the tactical Brit. It's gone, rah, that's a really sweaty team. Good luck, you get 4 potatoes.
Secure.
You're really good, so we're going to give you 4 dogshit players.
Tomorrow you'll be running until you
And 3 of them ended up great. AA nerf is everywhere. Bro just spawn farmed. I was doing a tutorial. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's kind of the classic problem of SBMM. It's like, right, lad, we know you're really good, so we're basically going to ruin it for everyone else. It's inevitably always going to be. I do not want to play TDM. That is inevitably always going to be part of COD though at this point, so may as well just get used to it. When do I unlock an optic that isn't ugly? I want something that's like not ugly. Why do all of these look kind of ugly though? Like this is possibly the least ugly. C9 to level 10. All of the optics are on the C9. Do I need to play with the C9 for a bit? I guess I need to level up the C9 if I want anything remotely resembling optics to use on my weapons. I didn't see what dexterity does. Dexterity gives you reduced weapon motion while... That feels very important. That feels like a very important perk to have for pretty much every weapon. I've just received a DM from Westy. All right, chaps. Best controller. I think I'm going to give it a go this year.
Taking Bravo underway. Control zone.
Enemy bagged.
Securing B.
Right.
Losing Bravo.
I need to use the C9 because I want to get some optics.
They're taking C.
Westy said he's going to give it a go this year. He DM'd the group chat and he said, boys, best controller, might give it a go this year. We'll see how this develops. I told him to use code TTB.
Taking B.
Oh my word. Holy sweat Christ.
Securing C.
You can definitely feel the SBMM kicking in, I can tell you that much. It was only a matter of time, gentlemen.
Control of Bravo.
Oh well, just get better in it.
Commencing capture operation.
Secure. We're losing Joe.
Oh my god, I nearly sent that guy to the Shadow Realm. I'm really looking forward to having this movement system in Warzone. Not me and this guy sliding into one another. Health regen has to improve. Health regen cannot be so perk reliant. I just don't think it can be.
Your trophy system was eliminated.
Over the trousers. Hey, yo. Listen, Fix, it might be Westy's year. I'll convert him to the dark side. I'll give him a whole series to do online. 0 to Hero Controller Edition. Do I increase my sense this year? This might be the year of increased sense, boys.
Get out. Taking Bravo.
It might be the year of increased sense. Bruh, that guy just body slammed me off the top rope. Fair play.
Taking A.
I might go 14-14. I was already 10-10. Sorry? Why is that penable?
Securing B. Taking B.
Cover me.
I think I might go up sense. I think I might go 14-14 this year.
We're losing Charlie.
Lower senses work better in games like Warzone just because obviously you're having more long-range fights. But with the introduction of Omni movement, I think that might change this year. Also, realistically, like 11-11 or whatever I was on to 14-14 isn't that huge a jump. It's enough of a jump that I think it makes a difference to target switching. God, the C9 is terrible compared to the other guns. Bro tried putting me in a Twitter clip. Have I gotten enough leveling that I can actually get some optics? That's what I want. I actually think this year keyboard and mouse players are going to have a much better time. I would actually argue that Omni movement to some extent is easier to do on a keyboard and mouse than it is on a controller. I would also argue this year that the lack of close range CQB aim assist is going to give them a pretty solid balance for the first time ever, really, in a COD game. Because realistically, aim assist is only a problem for keyboard and mouse players up close. It's only like the sub 10 meter gunfights where they really find themselves getting cooked more than they probably should.
We're losing Charlie.
So I can see them.
Take it B.
I can see them actually having a decent year on KBM. As much as I have memed it, I actually don't think it's going to be that bad a year. Well, they've nerfed close range aim assist quite drastically this year. For those of you who haven't seen the Twitter clips online, like close range aim assist is like borderline non-existent. That was lag there. In fact, I think that was UI lag that caused the game to lag, which is a little annoying.
We're losing Charlie. Losing Bravo. Losing B. Securing B.
Oof. I'm moving a bit mad.
Scout pulse in your AO.
You know what I mean? That was inconvenient timing.
They're taking C.
There's definitely some sort of lagging issue going on with the game.
What the fuck's going on out there?
Alright, do you know what's crazy? The fact that I'm playing two people on the enemy team who I've already played against. Because the SBMM is El Cranko.
Charlie. Taking Bravo.
Yeah. The SBMM demons have already decided that I have to be on the worst team every single time.
Jacksonville.
That's definitely how this has gone down already. The SBMM demons have decided that I am now the counterweight for every single lobby. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. You have one good game and you get minced? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm not even going to complain about it anymore because there's just no point. Like, I'm just used to it at this point. Like, there's no point in me moaning about it. Like, me complaining about any of this is just entirely inconsequential because that's literally how it's always going to be all the time and it's never going to change. It's just, yeah. You know what I mean? It's just there's no point. This is, well, Harley, this is how it's going to be for me. I still need to level up the C9, really. I'm just gonna do the C9 because I need these. I need these optics, bro. If I'm gonna cook, I need these optics. I have tried the back dive, yeah. I think the most interesting movement mechanic is going to be slide to prone. Slide to prone is probably going to be the one that I think people are going to chow the most with. Or at least people are going to realize they should chow the most with, because it's... I mean, how do you beat a slide to prone? Like, slide to prone is such an aim shift for any player. Like, being able to do this
Use of deadly force has
is
been
kind of
approved.
insane.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure.
TTK is definitely too quick.
Task counter UAV above.
TTK is 100% too quick. I would say
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
it needs another 10 to 20%. I thought I was facing budget Zyro, bro. What's going on?
Hardpoint located.
It might be the year of the YY spammer.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint is secure. The lead is ours.
Nobody has pushed this hard point at all. Why is nobody on the hard point? Okay, there is a spawn behind that hard point, and that is insane.
Hardpoint identified.
That should not be in the game. You could spawn on the trains behind the hard point.
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Like, the TTK and Warzone should be fine for this movement system. The TTK and Moi play is just a touch too quick.
Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Activating scout pulse.
Ooh wee. Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely learning a lot about the intricacies of how this movement system is going to work.
UAV. TACOM, requesting recon overhead.
Oh, did I get a heli?
Hardpoint
Nice.
identified.
Helo mission.
This is Arrow. Target WBR. Weapons
Bro. I mean, are we seeing like the birth of a new meta for people? Because the amount of people I'm seeing just straight up quitting a sweaty game is insane. Ah, dear. Showing my button layout for controller. I just play tactical flipped. I shoot and aim with L1, R1. I've got these random pink. Yeah, we made them square. It's huge.
Authorizing UAV mission.
Hardpoint located. Authorizing UAV mission. TACOM. Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down.
I'm excited for Black Ops 6, I'd say. I'm excited for Black Ops 6.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure.
Are you genuinely just sitting in that corner?
We've captured the hardpoint.
That's pain for me. You can play that to the practice mode at the moment, Mank, which kind of works. Like if you load into the tutorial mode, you can just run around with Omni movement and get a feel for it.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure.
Yeah, controllers are going to get mashed up this year, bro. The amount of controllers I'm seeing dying a quick death. Not looking good, bruv.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down.
Windy.
Hardpoint identified. They're right where we want them. Finish the job. Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Oh, I dove into someone's nade by accident. Man, that's unlucky. It's because I play Claw, I've always used the shoulder buttons, but I have digital triggers anyway on L2 and R2, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Oh.
Stand down, Crimson.
Is that a custom saying or a default? You can pick it in the menus.
Move her down.
Oh. Hey, the dog. What the dog do? Stinky. Oh, stinky. Oh, I'm not playing team deathmatch, so that's not gonna run. Oh, you're a little lapdog today, buddy. Ooh. Ooh. Chill out with the whole picking. Chat, I gotta pee. I'll be uno momento. I'm also gonna let the dog out. Gonna let that dog out. One shirtless later. No, I'm joking. Oh dear. What are my thoughts? I'll be real. It's hella sway. It is hella sway. There's no avoiding that. But I think it is what it is. You know what I mean? I think it is what it is. I finally have an optic that I can use, which is nice. I would like to try and get some of my ARs leveled up a bit. But we'll see what's happening. It's looking good though. Just like you should drop a like on the stream. You know, I gave you ARPA related content. The dog came out. My dogs are out right now. The toes are firmly gripping the carpet. Yeah, there's paddles on this controller. 2 paddles. It's looking good, Brev. It's looking good. Wait, did I not? Okay. Aim controls, exclamation mark controller. Tactical isn't a controller, but yeah, tactical is. Hold up. Here it is. Here you go.
Tactical, and then you press square and it turns it to tactical flipped. Or, well, actually, no. You don't. You have to enable this now to get tactical flipped. But yeah, it's gonna be a good year for it, man. Like, I'm actually quite, like, I was kind of not optimistic that this was gonna be kind of cheesy. Like, I was kind of thinking that this was gonna be like a sort of cheesy setup, but nah, it's feeling good, man. Like, the movement feels fluid, not cheese, which is what I wanted to see mostly. Betas are always sway, yeah. Betas are always super, super sway, bro.
Domination.
Oh my word, I have optics.
Pathetic crimson bastard. Down Charlie.
Let's capture operation.
We're losing Alpha.
Keep those crimson back.
Charlie secured. Lead died. Losing Bravo.
Hostile eliminated. Resistance. Capturing Black Ops. Watch my back.
Bravo lost. Taking Alpha.
I'm hearing steps
They're
above.
taking C.
I'm on the OBJ.
Alpha captured. Lost C.
Oh my word.
Losing
What a
A.
dive. I've decreased the outer dead zone on the left stick to 90 instead of 100. Just to get into tactical sprint-like movements faster than having to have the whole stick go all the way forward. Don't know why I'm acting brand new.
Taking C.
Bro, this random Don on the other team just happens to be in the right place at the right time. Like, lag. What, bro? There's. So, I need to clip that at some point because I think there's like a UI. It's not even a game lag. It's not even a server lag. It's like a UI lag that makes you freeze frame and then you start forward. Like, I don't think it's network related in any way, shape, or form.
Taking this objective.
Securing Charlie. Requesting CUAV above.
Okay, didn't know this was here, but now I do.
Bravo is on.
Why would you, bro? What is my luck this round? Why would you even be waiting there? Oh, I've already got the Warzone movement combos nailed in, bro. I've already thought about them. I've already thought about them in 4K, bro.
Losing B.
Neural gas mine sighted. What the hell was that?
Oh my word. Yeah, close range and longer range fights are going to have a pretty substantial skill gap for them. I bet you he just spawned. Yep. Bloody knew it. I'm bloody...
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
Whatever it
Securing
takes.
C.
Seize the objective. Short operation.
Goodness gracious.
Charlie.
Bloody hell, Harry.
C.
I've actually cracked it already. I've already figured out like the most disgusting way to move in this game. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you what I'm going to call the NFL cut. All right. So, but first and foremost, your full sprint, you hit slide, and then you go prone, and then boom,
Take it C.
you hit the full cutback. Moving like a pure running back hitting a gap, bro. Just juking out, man. You know how disgusting that is to go from slide to prone.
Losing Charlie.
Scout pulse active.
They're taking C.
Why the hell was I even getting shot from? Because you can literally like pivot by doing this as well. Like if you hit the slide to prone, you can literally use it as like a momentum pivot. Like that guy had no clue what was coming, bro. I got that the baby Gronk tech, bro. What the hell? Literally, not even kidding. Like, look how much, like, obviously, he did get shots at me, but look how long it took him to even remotely kill me in that equation. Bro didn't know where I was, what I was doing.
Target eliminated.
It definitely takes a bit of, like, getting the aim used to it, but the tech is there, bro.
Losing A. Locking down Charlie. Taking Bravo underway.
Why were you even... This guy is so jammed. Like, this is just random. It's so conveniently lucky that he just happens to be looking down. I've never seen somebody be so conveniently arse and annoying.
Taking C.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna be a hater about it. So what?
Taking B.
Bro, it's so dirty. Bro, it's so dirty. Slide to prone is so dirty, bro. I'm out here moving man's ankles like they're centerpieces in my yard, bro. Are you serious? Oh my god, dude.
Getting loose.
Oh my god, clip it and ship it, bro. What are we doing? I've brought out the sauce. Babe, wake up, new movement source is here. Clip it and ship it, please, someone, for the love of Christ. Slide to prone, wowzers.
Securing C.
Who let me cook?
Scanning area with scout pulse.
Oh my god, I can't lie. That middle post in between the glass there sent me to the shop.
Taking Bravo underway. We're losing Charlie.
Enemy destroyed your trophy system.
Established overhead. Securing out.
Goodness grace.
Control of Bravo. Taking Bravo underway. Securing Charlie. Taking C.
The movement tech is crazy, bro. The movement tech is absolutely crazy.
Do it now. If not,
I mean, it doesn't help that I'm literally being, like, spawn banged 16 times in a row, but...
Alpha secure. Mission shit, a full target base.
Alright, we get it. You're giving score, not KD. We get it. It's looking good, bruv. It's looking good. I feel... I am very feel. You know what I mean? I also feel like... So, part of me feels like there's going to come a point with the movement system where less is going to end up being more. And I know that sounds really stupid because everybody's kind of getting into the swing of things right now. So they're all just sort of sliding around the gaff. But in reality, I actually think the better movement in the future is literally just going to be sitting in a spot. Do you know what I mean? That's certainly part of my thought process so far. David, thank you for the 25 months. Appreciate you. Yeah, AA nerf's great, man. I'm looking forward to it. Like really excited about the AA nerf. Like it's just it brings a more balanced experience to keyboard and mouse players. It's going to mean just generally more balancing for everybody. 29 months, bloody hell, man, Jock. Some of you guys have been around for damn near a year and a half now, coming up on 2 years for some of you. Yeah, like I can feel that they're actually trying to introduce somewhat of a skill gap, and it just means a lot, really. I mean, it's a huge shift for the game in a lot of good directions. We are moving. Please tell me somebody clipped that last segment of gameplay. If not, can somebody in Discord just write 2 hours 40 in general so I can like remember what timestamp it was at? Because I need people to see the jukening. Do you know what I mean? I need people to see the ankle breaking. Babe, wake up. A new movement just dropped and it's called slide to prone. How's the snap aim assist, if there's any? I think there's a little, but not a lot. Like, I don't even know if there is any. It's just like, it's hard to tell because ultimately I am a good controller player. So like, I'm normally aiming where I'm shooting anyway. That sounds like a subtle flex, and maybe it is, if I'm honest. Just realized this whole time I'm not actually matchmaking. Yeah, very good, very nice. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like, you know, obviously I'm looking forward to zombies probably the most. Like, I'm not too fussed about multiplayer. But Warzone, bro, it's looking good, bruv. Like, this is going to be great. This is going to be phenomenal for Warzone. Like, Warzone has needed something innovative and new. It needs something, like, if Warzone is going to progress as a game, it needs to take existing features and build upon them. Movement is an area that you can do that in. So I'm quite excited in the sense of, like, for what looks like the first time ever, we're actually getting a generational shift in how Warzone's going to operate.
you know? I've been talking about this for a really, really long time now, that like core functionality not changing in Call of Duty and not iterationally improving has actually been holding it back. And it feels like we're finally seeing a little bit of what that could look like. I need to capture more gameplay because I got videos to make about movement.
Securing B. Lock it down.
Oh my word, I died fast there. Just been simultaneously rinsed by 3 people.
Hold it. Losing B.
Why does it feel like the XM4 is better than... Is that the Amez? Yeah, so the TTK is too quick on some weapons. I think we've already established that.
Taking A. Lost C. Taking C.
Let's try the XM4 for a bit.
Taking Alpha.
West Point requesting CUAV.
C. Securing Alpha. Taking C.
Yeah, TTK still feels too fast. I would universally agree with that sentiment.
Zone A.
Trophy system online. Working this objective.
Like, having the TTK be too quick when you're adding substantially improved movement just doesn't make any sense.
Capturing Black
Losing
Ops. Watch my
Bravo.
back.
Charlie secured.
I would agree about the weapon motion stuff, Metallica, and I think that's something that might need to be looked into. See, the interesting thing is that your reticle itself actually does stay centered, regardless of how much you're moving, which is obviously by design. But because the rest of your body and gun is moving so much, it doesn't feel like it. It's creating some sort of interesting inertia that I don't think quite works for the game.
Taking A.
I felt like I shot him 4 times there, so unless he hit me in the head, which he didn't.
Securing Alpha.
Felt like I shot him at least 4 times.
Losing B. Securing Zone A.
Trophies active.
Locked down. Hold those losing A. Back.
Hostile shooter.
Lost A. We're losing Charlie.
West Point requesting UAV.
Why are there 4 people in that room?
I think it might just be the Jackal being like such a very extraneous example of how fast the TTK can be. Like that thing just looks overpowered on every front.
Securing Alpha.
Sending a Semtex.
That's what I mean about that random like lag. There's like a random stutter that happens a couple like it just happened there. So there's like a UI lag or like a HUD lag. It's actually got nothing to do with the networking in the game. Bro just jumped off the map. Ah, Jackal's gotta be it. Bro, we're in the beta already. I'm out here saying Jackal gotta get nerfed. The fuck is that? Like... You're out here losing long-range fights to a PDW. Yeah, you can't use anything else. Well, Harley, it's already over.
Securing Zone A.
Damage range barrel. Get that on. Get the CQB grip on.
Bringing in recon.
I'm in sweaty enough lobbies that man are already running around with meta. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's quite clean. I like that.
We're losing Charlie. Take it out.
Goodbye.
It's looking like a strong ass gun, bro. Why is there a guy randomly behind us though? What the fuck? What are we doing?
Securing Alpha.
Sending Semtex.
Bro. What? Someone please kill that Mel. Thank you.
Take it
Commencing
out.
capture operation.
Locking down Charlie. We're losing Alpha.
Yeah, multiplayer spawns have not been the strong suit of COD over the last couple of years. I'll tell you that much.
Lost Alpha.
Although I suppose it doesn't help when I can go from point A to point B of the map in like 0.5 of a second.
Losing Bravo.
I wonder if they thought about that.
Securing Zone A.
I wonder if they thought about just how much more quickly you can traverse the map. I'm sure to some extent they probably would have, but...
Zone C secure. Take it out. Yeah, don't get cocky.
Jesus Christ, dude. I feel like reloading is my biggest vice in this game at the moment. I feel like having to reload is what gets me killed the most.
Take it A.
See how dirty that was? That slide to prone? See how dirty that was on me? Jesus Christ. That could have been annoying. It feels very Titanfall 2, doesn't it, Oliver? It feels very Titanfall 2. Sort of nail on the head moment there. I don't like the optics. I will say that. The optics, like... Optics are looking kind of arse, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, some of these reflexes and red dots are not particularly appealing. Horizontal, sprinting movement speed, and movement speed. I mean... Check out the shot out. I've unlocked wildcards, boys. Yeah, you can at least customize optics a bit, which is nice. I'm actually really curious to try this as a mouse and keyboard round. I'm going to do that after this round. After this round, I'm actually going to try mouse and keyboard just to see, like, how doable it is, would be the word I would use.
Nice. We're going ahead. Hard point. Secure the objective. Hostiles have the hard point.
Feel like pure shit, just want the day off. I mean, I hear it. See, there's like, that was a weird lag. It's like it's skipping frames in the game.
Hardpoint active. Hardpoint is secure. We've taken control.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's just the Jackal or just if the overarching TTK of this game is just way... I think the TTK of this game is too quick. I think it needs another 15 to 20% would be my guess. I mean, I'm glad they said they're open to talking about it, but just generally, like... Semtex is also detonated too quickly. Adding that to the equation.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is active.
I'm thinking about a lot right now, chat. I'm thinking about a lot.
Hardpoint is secure.
Authorizing household launch.
Lead done.
Path authorizing watchdog helo operation.
As soon as the sniper wins, bro.
Establish counter UAV overflight.
Hardpoint moving. Hardpoint active.
The sheer number of ways I can approach a peak in this game is a terrifying prospect. How have we let them capture the hard point?
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down.
These aren't going to have me asking questions like, should I be two-boxing in a beta? Do you know what I mean?
Watch those kilos. Fuel reserves. Bad guy down.
You're going to see hella two-box nukes going on this week, folks.
Hardpoint located.
I'll tell you that much. I mean, realistically, they should be spawning behind me at this point. My helo crashed into me. Nice.
Hardpoint is secure.
I want to try sniping a bit more.
Hostiles at the hardpoint.
Your trophy system was activated.
I'm just curious to see what sniping is going to look like. In a bit more of a ballistic sense of game.
Hardpoint locked down.
Probably not the map. To be fair, none of the maps are really sniper maps, or at least not until you get some faster ADS options.
Captured the hardpoint.
Yeah, these are not the ones to snipe, bro. Do not snipe. It's not worth it.
Scout pulse active.
Not until you unlock about 16 ADS options to get quick.
Sending a Semtex.
Hardpoint active. Hardpoint is secure.
Well, the SVD is better than the L62.
Watch your target eye
Oh
here.
god, that lag was really bad.
Watchdog helo incoming
Woo.
on your location.
Yeah, in my head, I'm still very much thinking about what this is going to look like for Warzone. And it's looking good, bruv.
Hardpoint is active.
Holy screen check, Batman.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles at the hardpoint.
Enemies destroyed your trophy system.
Incoming.
Bruv, he's just
Hardpoint is secure.
he spawned behind me.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Well, sniping's going to be rough full stop just because it's inherently going to be nerfed as part of this new movement because it's just going to be harder to hit opponents. That's to be expected. It's an indirect nerf, not direct nerf. You know, for the whole time I thought that trophy system was ours. Wowzers. Yeah, definitely want some more reticle options, or at least some more optic options, because some of these just feel a bit basic Barry, I guess would be the word I would use. Like, they're not very clean reflexes. It's the flinch I'm having issues with while scoping. What, while sniping? Yeah, 100%. That's going to be something. I will say that the hit range feels a bit off in some places. I've noticed a couple of times. But I do think part of that equation, or at least part of the equation with that you're going to see, is that some people are going to unlock higher rate fires on their weapons. And when they do that, you're going to notice a real imbalance between what should be the TTK and what is the TTK. See what I mean? Like, that looked like 4 shots. Like, I'll be surprised if this guy's health is... Yeah, that guy barely got hurt by that, so the hit range is definitely not perfect in a minute. Like, that was clearly at least 3 or 4 shots on that kid. Whoosh. This is one of those lobbies, boys. Pure Giga Sweat in the yard kind of lobby. My trophy system ran out of ammunition that quickly. Wowzers. It really do be that sort of lobby. Yeah, getting rapid. Once you get rapid fire on this, it's actually over. Like, it's basically a cheat code. How far am I off of that, actually? Oh, overpressured. Level 33. I'm on level 18. I mean, once people unlock rapid fire on this, then... I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but they actually will have to release a balancing patch for a beta. They genuinely are going to. Because, like, once you get rapid fire on this Jackal, it's GG, bro. Like, you're not... Like, you're killing people in 4 bullets in, like, 0.005 per second. Oh, nice, he got a quad with a nade. Why do they just call a Galil a Galil? You know? Why's it got to be in a Mez 85? Why can't it just be a Galil? I call a spade, do you know what I mean?
Who plays Team Deathmatch, honestly? No, let me do a few loadouts. I need to unlock the Amez at some point. What was I going to do? I was going to see... I haven't used the SWAT yet. So I'm curious to see what that's like. I'm going to give this a go at some point. Yeah, you need a lot of ADS attachments on this to make this viable. I'm not a big fan of these optics so far. I would say the Merlin Mini is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, let's try a mouse and keyboard round. I'm actually really curious to see what this plays like. I haven't touched any of my mouse settings, so we'll see how this goes. Did I just back out of the game? It feels like I did. Sorry, guys. I pressed circle 3 times, which means I want to kill the game. Use a back paddle for jump, William. Either that or the... I think it's just crashed. I think it crashed. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking like it crashed. I actually don't think mouse and keyboard players will be. I actually think they're in for a better year than they realize. They might need to change some sensors, but like... I actually think, I'll be honest with you, a lot of controller players are in for a hell of a surprise this year. Like if these aim assist settings follow over to like if these aim assist settings follow over to Warzone, a lot of people are going to realize that they're going to get their asses handed to them. Like a lot of controller players are going to get humbled really quickly. I would say like 60% of the controller player base, maybe even 70, are going to realize like how much this game's held their hand. Bruv, no one cares, bro. Like, go somewhere else, man. Go cry to somebody else about your 4 viewers. I don't need to hear it. Let's try a mouse and keyboard round. I'm going to go to the training course quickly just to get my sense right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it properly. I'm going to give you guys the flicks and swifts. I'm going to do it properly. Avalon.
Alright, not gonna repeat myself, so listen the fuck up. There's training stations all over the island. Complete them all so we can verify...
I want to find the map for this, actually.
The hell you waiting for? Get out there.
Wowzers. Our first look at Avalon's map. Goodness gracious. Right, let me get some... Is that more of the map? I mean, it looks like it is. Ah, Francais. Right. Say sense I'd probably put down to like 5. ADS multiplier, keybones.
do, what is, let me increase the sense to 6, first and foremost. Right. I want, what is it that I'm looking for here? Tack sprint. I don't ever want to not be in tack sprint. Sprint assist behavior. There we go. Sprint assist, tactical sprint assist, show more, 0 delay, sprint sideways, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think we're good. Just get me into a multiplayer game. See how this goes. Try a mouse and keyboard game. I want to get like a read for what this is actually going to be like for mouse and key players. Cheers, game. Thank you for that. I want to get a feel for it. Probably a bunch of settings I probably should change, but... the movement's harder with a mouse and keyboard for sure. I don't know, you know, I feel like most mouse and keyboard players won't find... I mean, I've just played keyboard and mouse for the first time on COD in probably over a year, and like, it didn't feel all that different, if I'm being perfectly frank. Let's see how we do.
Deathmatch. All targets declared hostile. Happy hunting, Crimson.
Definitely going to take some adjusting. Cheers, teammate. Thank you for being stuck by Semtex. Your service is a pro. Why do I always end up in a team, yeah? Where everybody dies instantly and we end up getting, like, spawn trapped. I hate SPMM, bro. With a fiery passion. Wowzers, we got lagged on. They need to fix whatever that's being caused by.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Goodness gracious. Go with something a bit more my speed for the time being.
Slaughtered them.
Actually reloaded too quickly there. Simply assumed I'd kill them. But the way I would describe it so far, just off of initial thoughts, is that controller players will definitely have a bit more of the aggro movement. But in terms of the granular movement, which is arguably a little bit more important in Warzone, like swinging corners, like I actually think mouse and keyboard players probably have more going on in that department. My keybinds are entirely just not anything I'm used to, but it's fine.
Engaging.
Like in terms of just like straight up swinging corners, like, yeah, I think mouse and keyboard might end up being secondary to controller, but in terms of, like, bro, team deathmatch is such a shit mode. Like, why do they even put it in COD anymore? I've got man spawning behind me, bro. Like, what am I playing? Keep going to stim and I keep throwing a Semtex instead. I stopped shooting like 4 times because I was convinced he's stim. And I didn't get a stim hit marker! God! Fix it! Fix it, fix it, fix... This is why betas exist. They need to change it so that stims don't give you health regen whilst they're taking damage. Because that's how I've lost that. What's 2 things I like and 2 things I changed? 2 things I like: movement, really good. Gunplay feels super satisfying. Things I change: inertia and character movement definitely is one of them. And also the time to kill. Like, time to kill is just way too fast. Like, what's the point of all this new movement if you just die instantly? Like, seems like an odd decision. I'm not having the worst mouse and keyboard game. It'll take me a couple of rounds, I reckon. But it's not nearly as hard as the audience has made it out to be. Yeah, TTK is just too quick. Like, it's kind of pointless. It's like entirely almost pointless having all of this movement. And the time to kill is so blazingly fast. Brother, we're playing a video game. What do you think this is? You can only get a headshot once in real life for the most part. In COD, it can take 2 or 3. Oh, I've switched weapon by accident. Tears in my eyes. Cookie stick for the 15 months. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you're doing well. I mean, I'm just saying here and now, boys. I've not done too badly for a Master Key game at all. Like, for that just being exclusively an M&Key game. The TTK is just generally fast, you know? Like, generally too quick, I would say. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, like I say, I think it's definitely doable for mouse and keyboard players, seeing as CQB is kind of tight. Like, but it's, you know, it's not nearly as bad as I think people have memed it out to be. I'm actually looking forward to leveling up guns again. That's nice. I mean, the thing for me is just it seems to be ticking a lot of boxes right now. I'd say multiplayer is like lesser of my interest in the grand scheme of things. Like I obviously have kind of always preferred playing Warzone, and I've also preferred playing zombies. But credit where credit's due. It's like if they add a bit more TTK to this, I think it'd be in a really good spot. Visibility is definitely a big thing. Yeah, there's a lot of like smoke and general shite going on that needs to just disappear. Do you think the low TTK in the Bayer is a design choice or a technical choice? I think they're trying to figure it out. Like, it's... I think what they're worried about is that they've added a lot of movement to the extent where, like, killing an opponent is already going to take longer because of the added movement in the game. Which is correct. Like, that's a correct methodology of how you should approach that. But I think what they haven't considered is how much quicker people are also closing the gap in order to make those kills happen. Like, people are moving towards one another much faster. They're getting from A to B quicker. So, like, I think they put the TTK as it is just because they themselves weren't entirely sure of what the difference between theoretical TTK and actual TTK was going to look like. That would be the way I describe it. I think they will increase it, if I'm honest. I think the developers will see this and go, actually, people are still killing fairly lethally. Maybe we don't need it to be this low.
Losing B. Taking Bravo underway.
All of these optics are terrible, by the way. I'm gonna say that's my one universal dislike of Black Ops 6 so far, is that all of the optics are just ugly. They're just downright ugly.
Taking Bravo underway.
Working this
Zone A.
objective.
Losing Bravo.
No, there's not a single one of these optics I've used so far where I'm like, yep, that's nice. Like, all of these are clapped. I was reading chat and there was a dude standing in front of me.
We're losing Charlie. Security. Enemy CUAV inbound.
I mean, that's 6 hits. I had no damage feedback on that at all, bro. Like, there's just, yeah, it's just crazy. The TTK is way too quick.
Take it Alpha.
Hostile down.
What do you think about the spawns? Spawns are looking a bit scuffed too.
Control Bravo. Hellstorm incoming.
Although I don't think I can name a recent COD that's had good spawns, if I'm being perfectly frank. Not that that should be an excuse. I'm just saying generally it's not been that great. Wow. Brother, how did you even know I was there? I have an idea. And I'm curious. What do we reckon, chat? Hacked or cracked? Because there was no footstep audio really on that kill cam, and he still spun it.
We're losing Charlie. Take it in.
Oh, he's. I think he is. I actually think he is. Like, unless he's just popping back-to-back UAVs, I think he is.
Charlie. Secure it, Charlie. Take it B.
Did bro say this ain't paintball? Because that's crazy.
Lock down Charlie.
Maybe he is. Maybe he just has. He could have the wall hack, but that appears to the kill cam.
Take it C.
Maybe it's just a UAV thing. Maybe he's just got hella UAVs that I can't. It would be nice to have some feedback on when you're being spotted by UAV. Some of the operators have weird perks. Yeah, it feels that way. I don't know if I like all the perks they've got this time around. I mean, look at that, bro. Like, you die so quick in some of these. It's not even. There aren't even words for it, really. Like, we're talking rapid Vamanos TTK, bro. Yeah, the TTK is super, super fast. Yeah, it must be hard. I agree, Mank. I think part of the problem is, like, maybe they haven't thought too much about how quickly players are actually traversing the map from A to B. And if they haven't thought about that, it might be something they need to maybe think about a bit more, because at the moment, like, I'd say spawns have not been great.
Taking Bravo underway.
I mean, yeah, that's rapidly quick.
Hostile counter UAV just above.
Yeah, rapidly quick.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
The more I'm getting to grips with it, the more I'm noticing some definite flaws. I'd say a lot of systems are better, but from a multiplayer perspective, like, there's a couple of things that are definitely, like, not that great. Things that are going to work really well in Warzone because of the overall increase in TTK, but there's a couple of things I'm realizing very early on here. I just saw, like, this is not it. I mean, the only reason I'm even alive in that instance there is because of general jammy bastardry. Do you know what I mean?
Losing A.
Scout pulse is online. When I got cocky, did ya?
See UAV. UAV inbound.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, I mean that's part of the reason I don't really find like Resurgence all that interesting, is because it literally is just like spawn die, right? So multiplayer's kind of not appealed to me for that reason for a number of years.
Securing C. Losing A. Taking C.
This is the most I think I've seen players leave matches, I'll tell you that much. This is the most I think I've seen players leave matches in quite some time.
Locking down Charlie. All operating here at C. We just got our ass.
Multiplayer is as debilitating as scrolling TikTok. I mean, that's certainly one of the ways of looking at it. I need to go for another strategic tinkle, chat. I'll be back in a second. Rapid Vamanos. Right, folks, we're going to get another game in. I reckon I'm probably going to do, like, one more. Go bang out some videos. We've been live for nearly 4 hours already. Go do one more. Bang out a bunch of videos. Get them all up and online. Talk about the movement. Get you guys to sort of understand how Omni movement works. Then we can move on. There's so far so good, I'd say. Like, there's definitely elements to this that I do like. But there are also a lot of elements to this that I think need changing for multiplayer. Like, everything that's in here is going to be really, really good for Warzone. That's just me being honest. Like... Watkins, thank you for the $5. Yeah, I definitely would give S&D a good go, for sure. Wowzers, I just got pieced. I definitely would give S&D a good go. Everything that this is doing in terms of core gameplay, though, is going to be phenomenal for Warzone. Oh, I was going to say I was going to try the SWAT 556, didn't I? What, is this a burst weapon? Why do I feel like this is not going to be the one? It's not even a one burst. Yeah, this gun's basically pointless. What is going on? Where are the spawns? I mean, he hates that.
Scanning area with scout pulse.
I'm looking forward to using some of these snipers in Warzone, I'll tell you that much.
Enemy 12 o'clock.
Geeky, thank you very much for the raid, buddy.
5 kills. Get
I'm curious to hear your perspective on Omni movement so far. As somebody who's of the less devious sweat variety than someone like myself. Because I think I've actually personally been quite pleasantly surprised at how accessible it is. Seems like Omni movement just leads to fun. I would agree with that. I would agree with it.
Generating hellstorm launch.
Yeah, I think that was kind of my concern with it too. Like, don't get me wrong, I always knew it was going to be something that was going to create a skill gap. But I was worried that it was going to be something that was so overarchingly overwhelming that people would want to play less because it's just too much for them to try and keep up with. I feel like that fear has kind of been alleviated so far. Oh, bloody hell. Looks very nice having a chance to play, but it looks way less than what I thought it'd be in a good way. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Although I will say, bloody, some of these lobbies, man, they've been hard. I don't think I'd be able to stream more than 3 hours of multiplayer without at least 3 coffees. And even then, I think I'd be mentally checked out for the day. Like, these are intense, bro. I mean, this one less so, but some of the lobbies we've had today, wow.
Finish lines in sight. Don't let up.
enemy target.
Oh. I can't believe I just had a guy spawn behind me. Livid.
All mission objectives. Way to make me proud.
Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I will say that the TTK needs to change. I think that's the only thing that I'm like 100% certain about at this point is that the TTK is just too quick. It's just overwhelmingly too fast. I'd also say that part of that seems to be down to hit reg. Like, yeah, I've noticed a fair bit of inconsistency there already. Like sometimes it feels like you're dying in a way that makes sense, and otherwise it feels like you're dying instantly, and I mean instantly. Nice to know that sniping is going to be alive and well in the next Warzone. I don't like the attachment balancing. I will say that. The attachment balancing does worry me. Like, the second rapid fire comes out on guns, holy shit, dude. Like, it's going to be problematic, and not in a good way. Once people realize that they can half the TTK of their weapons with no downsides, that is going to be a problem. I mean, the solution, I think, is maybe just turning off rapid fire. TTK feels inconsistent. I would agree to that to some extent. Yeah, like there seems to be like a certain, I don't know, like there seems to be a certain emphasis of things that just don't seem to work. Like in the TTK thing, like I've got somebody in my team called the local nitty. That's interesting. Yeah, like I would agree with you to say that it sometimes feels like when I'm shooting people in the legs and in the arms, that the TTK actually feels super balanced. But then other times, somebody clearly just randomly sprays at me and kills me instantly. It goes from good to deleted. I would agree, Aethers. And I do think a lot of that at the moment is just the Jackal. I actually think the Jackal PDW is actually like quite a thing. Suppose that's the point of the Bayer to Bosch for a load of data. I would agree, yeah. I mean, in fairness to them, like, having a Bayer in August means that by the time this game releases in October, they could very genuinely make, like, actual changes to this. Like, genuine changes to the game by the time it ships. PDW is broken? I would agree with that, yeah. PDW is definitely just universally way too powerful. Like, best weapon in the game by quite a stretch. Yeah, I'm going to make this my last one. We're going to go knock out some videos after this, because I know you guys want to talk about, like, I want to have you guys an Omni Movement video ready for day one of both Warzone and Black Ops, so I'm going to get that out there. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of content coming, generally. Like, I think I will be trying to get as many videos out per day as I can. Gonna go see some of my boys, chill, take it easy. Tomorrow we got the Chelsea game, tears in my eyes. Goodness gracious. Oh, great heavens. I can already tell this is going to be a lobby where if I'm not paying 100% non-verbal attention, it's so over. Bloody hell, Harry.
They're taking C. Hostile UAV established overhead. We're losing Alpha. Taking C.
I would say that I definitely feel the aim assist nerf, but in a good way. I use an aim controller, Japanese Jaguar, ! Controller, if you're curious. It's a custom PlayStation 5 controller. Like, I noticed the aim assist nerf, but I noticed it in a good way. Like, it's not doing all the work for me. Like, definitely, there is going to be an emphasis of, like, actually being able to aim for once. It's not nearly as drastic as I think some people have made it out to be, but it definitely does exist. I'd say it's a good nerf. Like, this game has needed an aim assist nerf. Oh, he was... I'm so sorry. He was trying to take him hostage. That's my bad. Didn't realize how much I have to aim until last night. Yeah, 100%, dude. And it's the micro adjustments, too, that I like. Like, the problem I have with modern COD aim assist, or have had with it, is that, for the most part, because of the way the weapons work, you don't have to do micro adjustments to get a higher TTK. Like, people just get headshots because the aim assist has done it for them. Whereas in this one, if you miss your headshots, like, it's quite inherently obvious. Trying to use bro as a meat shield and it wouldn't let me. What is the button for it?
Lock it down, Charlie. Losing B.
Yeah, completed the Modern Warfare Zombie story missions. We did that. I tried to double tap that guy and it just meleeed him. Maybe it was because he vaulted the wall.
We're losing Alpha. Securing Charlie. Losing A.
See, I feel like I shot him 4 times there. I don't understand how he gets a 4-hit kill and I don't. That's what's confusing me about some of this gunplay. That's one of the inconsistent things I've noticed so far. Is just like there seems to be instances where we're doing the same amount of shooting, but one of us somehow wins. And I don't think it's like damage. Like I don't think it's body position oriented.
Losing Bravo.
No, it won't let me do it, bro. I want to try and meat shield someone. Let me meat shield.
Losing B. We lost B.
No, dude. Let me have fun.
We're losing Alpha. Net call. Enemy watchdog below it. Hostile scout team in your AO.
I'd really want to meat shield somebody. All I want to do.
Securing C. Enemy RCX needed.
Boom. Dead.
Bro. Please.
Securing Charlie.
All I want for Christmas is a meat shield. Golly.
Watchdog helo incoming to your location. Take it out.
Please, bro. I just want to meat shield someone.
Alpha capture.
I'm not looking for much.
Losing A. You gonna let
Yes! Nice. It's doable. At least it works.
shit?
Oh my gosh.
Time to fade.
At least it works. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, Harry. Overall, like, I give it a 7.5. Like, they obviously, like, I would give it a higher score. Like, I don't know. I would give this a lower score if it was really close to launch, but considering there is still time to change the TTK, it's like, it's in a decent place. Like, they obviously need to make the TTK longer, but once they do that, like, it's in a really good spot, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it feels pretty good. The movement especially feels phenomenal. But look, folks, we are going to call it there, because I've got videos to make and things to do today. Believe it or not, I'm actually also a video creator. But I'm going to give everybody, like, a straight-up omni-movement giga guide, so to speak, which should be lovely, should be wonderful, should be marvelous. But yeah, no, good memes. Good memes. It was lovely to see everybody. Keep an eye out for that guide. We are going to do everything we can. I'm going to raid some random people on Twitch, so we're just going to do that. And on YouTube, we're going to go raid the studio. So thank you guys very much for your support today. It's been lovely having all of you. I really appreciate all of you. And we will see you again in the next one. Adios, folks. Goodbye.